sonnet to the fall.
The year as a cycle has now taken its turn. First corner, winter, showed its pale face, then hid behind a cloud. Second corner, spring, Promethean flame, ran, ignited, candled chestnut trees to flower. Summer's staff of 13 bars has played, erased, forgotten. Fourth corner, autumn, heralds the coming winter, and while his golden trumpet blast looks and leaps to corners deep, 3 sons of fall turn all to gold. The first to leaf, the next to light. The last will hide as if in fright, and wait until his chance is right to freeze the life itself to gold. Then leaves to cry, so sad, so cold.
What care I for this, my sonnet to the fall? Clouds now sweep across the skies, blue now turns to gray. The smile of the sun's disappearing, and see how autumn's golden touch is opening its hands. Summer songs erased from the score sheet by silent hands. What care I for this, my sonnet to the fall? Met a man the other day, lent me his time. That's what they called me, his words like rhyme. Said I haven't got a name, he said, son, here, take mine. He was a pilgrim from the city, pilgrim from the city. Go on your way, my son, take care and pride. Don't let your fellow men take for a ride. I looked into his eyes, I felt so warm inside. He was a pilgrim from the city, pilgrim from the city. Mary Jane along the way asked me to stay. Don't tempt me, please, I said, look at me that way. Forget your foolish faith and come on here and play. I felt slowed down when I came around. My senses cold and numb, I couldn't hear a sound, except the pilgrim's words that just went around and around. He was a pilgrim from the city, pilgrim from the city. I felt in my pockets, she'd clean them out. The pilgrim's words returned, I let out a shout. Has anyone seen the holy man? Have you seen him about? He was a pilgrim from the city, pilgrim gave back the things she stole. Sorry, sir, she cried. I just met a holy man and he brought me down to size. He was a pilgrim from the city. Pilgrim from the city. Morman was a Norman, clever with his hands, caravanning an old tin cannon, travelling foreign lands. With his horse, who was of course obedient to rules, Henry Rent and Henry Bent, both gold and precious jewels. And he sang as he walked, and he sang like a morning bird. And he sang, and he sang like a morning bird. His horse and he would travel free and wander far and close to, refusing alms they gave their charms to those of they chose to. Deep in the pack, on the horse's back, a casket lay in satin. The jewels that were set in the gold casket indeed made a very fine pattern. And he sang as he walked, and he sang like a morning bird. And he sang, and he sang like a morning bird. Silver mountain, rainbow fountain, dragon in his lair. Dragon more than saw the Norman, asked what have you there? Without cause he stole the horse, likewise the casket's pack. Henry Morman a curse he swore, then the dragon he looked not back. Golden casket, do as I ask it, this then Henry cried. The first that you place within my case, some more you must provide. Dragon, he heard wise Henry's words. A tear came to his eye. The tears then flowed into the box of gold. The dragon, he did sigh. Doomed am I, yes, doomed am I, this case to fill with tears. His days he spent to cry his rents and weep away his years. And he cried, and he cried, and he cried to the setting sun. And he cried, and he cried, cried to the setting sun.